Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Monday, September 22nd, 2025. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes. 11 persons from across Nevis who have played a vital role in the island's perpetual progress have received the Nevis Island Administration's 42nd Independence Award for their sterling contribution to nation building. The awards were presented at the ceremonial parade on Friday evening, September 19th at the El Camino T. Willett Park.
Firstly, in the area of business, is a businesswoman who has had hands-on involvement in creating beauty in this our land of beauty. For more than 30 years, Miss Sherry Gager has added her touch of class and sophistication to countless pageants, events, and recently, even the film industry with her skills as an accomplished beautician. The longevity and growth of her business is testimony of her acumen as a businesswoman. Ms. Gager, the Nevis Island Administration honors your accomplishments in your field and thanks you for your contribution to economic growth in Nevis. For contribution in the field of community service, we commend Mr. Dudley Clifton Floyd Harris. Mr. Harris, the community man, the sports enthusiast, the engineer, and the beloved electrician, has left his indelible mark on the Nevisian society, and we thank him for his efforts in serving the community. Mr. Curtis Morton has been a fixture at sporting events and has cemented himself as a preeminent sports journalist in the Federation. For the years of voluntary service in the community, the Nevis Island Administration applauds the contribution of Mr. Curtis Morton. Next, we salute Mr. James Williams, a pioneer in the field of construction. The DNA of Mr. Williams can be seen on numerous buildings in Nevis and across the Federation. In carpentry, masonry, and roofing, Mr. Williams was indeed an innovator and a trailblazer. We honor your contribution, Mr. Williams. Also, in the field of construction, we celebrate Mr. Morris Fish Burke. Mr. Burke began his distinguished career in construction at a young age and has given more than 45 years to the industry. During this period, he worked at the Nevis Housing and Land Corporation, the Ministry of Social Development, and operated his own construction company. Mr. Burke, we thank you for not just being a builder, but a nation builder. I invite Mr. Burvis Burke to come forward to accept on Mr. Burke's behalf. In the field of education, we turn our attention to Mrs. Lornette Simmons Webb. Mrs. Webb was an educator extraordinaire. She spent over 2 decades imparting wisdom and knowledge with zeal and love to her dear students. We thank you, Mrs. Webb, for the years spent molding our nation's youth. Mrs. Nola Reed, also an educator, spent 41 years toiling in the vineyard of education, where she skillfully shaped young minds. For Mrs. Reed, teaching was a labor of love that brought her great fulfillment. Mrs. Reed, the Nevis Island Administration salutes you for your years of sacrifice, especially with youths who were challenged. In the field of health care, we recognize and praise the contributions of Nurse Roxanne Brooks. Nurse Roxanne has passionately pursued her calling, qualifying herself as a registered nurse, midwife, and emergency care specialist. Her expertise has made remarkable impact on healthcare in Nevis. The Nevis Island Administration is proud to confer this deserving award to Nurse Roxanne Brooks. Mrs. Deborah Tyrrell is a pioneer in her own right in the field of innovative art and fashion design. Her contribution to Nevisian society far surpasses what has modestly shaped in her brief profile, but in a nutshell, she tells the stories of her life by sewing and making. Mrs. Tyrrell, we salute your contribution to innovative art creation. In the field of social work and social welfare, Ms. Sandra Maynard shines brightly. During her stint with the Nevis Island Administration, she was a youth officer, community development officer, and a social worker. In 2006, Ms. Maynard was named as Director of the Department of Social Development, and she served in this capacity until her retirement in January of 2025. The Nevis Island Administration salutes Ms. Maynard for her passion and dedication in the field of social work and welfare. A soul of hospitality and a heart of humanity aptly describes our next honoree, Ms. Sarah Ann Daniel. She has been a mainstay at the Golden Rock Hotel for decades. Her wit and welcoming nature are well befitting for her field of work. Undoubtedly, Ms. Daniel has been an asset to the tourism industry on Nevis. The Nevis Island Administration celebrates the contribution of Ms. Sarah Ann Daniel, and I call forward Mr. Justin Skeet to accept the award on behalf of Ms. Daniel.
The awards were presented by Deputy Governor General, Her Honor Hailita Liburd. The event included the ceremonial parade, which was led by the Royal St. Christopher and the Nevis Police Force and the Cadet Corps, and featured other unarmed units and uniformed bodies, including the St. Kitts and the Nevis Fire and Rescue Services, Nevis Air and Seaports Authority, School Crossing Guards, Boys and Girls Brigade, Brownie and Rainbow Guides, as well as primary and secondary schools and the Nevis Sixth Form College. Meantime, Perpetual Progress, a Sustainable Future in View, Independence 42, Premier of Nevis, the Honorable Mark Brantley, says the theme for the 42nd anniversary of St. Kitts and Nevis's independence emphasizes that our nation's continuous progress should endeavor to fulfill our present needs without harming future generations' ability to meet their own needs.
In our never-ending efforts to improve conditions, adapt to new challenges, and find solutions for development, we should always seek to manage our resources in a way that does not deplete them for generations to come. In short, perpetual progress for a sustainable future is a dynamic process of securing the livelihood and well-being of both current and future citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis. While we reflect on our journey from colonialism to self-rule, there's also a need to assess our national standing today. We must evaluate our economic outlook, our progress in healthcare, education, human development, and national security. Independence warrants careful examination of our infrastructural development, agriculture, food security, housing, and poverty alleviation. A thorough review of these will clearly show that over our 42 years of independence, we have made significant gains in constructing the building blocks that allow our citizens to enhance and sustain the quality of their lives and create the conditions for them to reach their full potential. Indeed, individually and collectively, we are performing exceptionally well in our Social Progress Index.
In his address to mark the celebration, Premier Brantley called on citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis to renew the dream of our ancestors of creating a country that is marked by perpetual progress and prosperity.
On this great day of celebration, we must salute our farmers and fisher folks who sustain our nation with food, our educators who cultivate knowledge and nurture future generations, our healthcare professionals who safeguard the well-being of our people, and members of the police and security forces who ensure the safety of our citizens. Equally, those who operate in the hospitality industry, the performing arts, the financial sectors, and our diaspora who continue to contribute through their knowledge and remittances. We tip our hats to each of you. Indeed, you are our unsung heroes who continue to contribute immeasurably to the critical project of nation building without seeking recognition or validation. In the year ahead, let us acknowledge the role of our young people as the drivers of our perpetual progress and sustainable future. It is our duty to bequeath to them a better St. Kitts and Nevis than we have inherited. On this celebration of our 42nd anniversary, let this be our mission, to rise above fear and despair and silence the voices of doubt. Let us build a federation where everyone can create a better future for themselves and their families. At 42 years young, we are going strong. As a fledgling nation, we are still writing our story, but our best chapters are yet to come.
Premier of Nevis, the Honorable Mark Brantley. Still to come.
This year, on behalf of the government and people of St. Kitts and Nevis, I am proud to announce the awardees of our national honors.
We'll give you the details after this break.
Is not just a beer. It's the year of our independence. Happy Independence, St. Kitts Nevis.
Welcome back. 3 Nevisians are among 16 outstanding citizens who have received the Independence 42 National Honors Awards.
Awarded for long and meritorious service or for loyal and devoted service to the nation, the Companion of the Star of Merit is bestowed upon Pastor Leroy Benjamin Sr., Religion and Spiritual Leadership, Mr. Goldwyn O. Keynes, Public and Civic Service, Dr. Jerome Thomas, Agriculture, Mrs. Lydia Thompson Claxton, Sports, Mr. Williams V.A. Hodge, Education and Academia, Miss Rosine Williams, Education and Academia, Mrs. Dorothy Clark, Education and Academia, Mr. Franklin Dorset, Law and Justice and Sports. Awarded for outstanding and meritorious service to the nation, the Medal of Honor is bestowed upon Mr. Meredith Charles, Security and Defense, Miss Joya Walters, Health and Medicine, Pastor Clive Saunders, Community Service and Religion, Mr. Trevor Marty Huggins, Sports, Mrs. Etsu Bracha Keynes, Community Service, Mr. Washington Jeffries, Business and Entrepreneurship, Mr. Lennox Warner, Business and Entrepreneurship, Mr. Stedroy Douglas, Sports and Community Service. These distinguished citizens have, through their work and example, lifted our Federation higher, whether in education, healthcare, law enforcement, culture, entrepreneurship, sports, or community service. They remind us that heroism is not confined to statues or history, but lives and breathes among us every day.
The National Honors Awardees were announced by Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew, on Independence Day, Friday, September 19. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, thank you for viewing. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes.